Hi there, everyone. Jeff C. here. It is Tuesday, February the 11th, and one thing you can always count on, I'm telling you, you can always count on it, is the BBC bringing you glimpses of this new world order that is to come. That is already here in some ways, but it is rapidly forming before our eyes. And all you have to do is click on the BBC website now and again to get these types of articles. Here's one that might give nightmares to our Christian listeners. The Mark of the Beast. Why I want a microchip implant. This is from the BBC Future, which is their science and technology page, right? And this is the first time that they've had stuff on microchips. I remember 6 or 8 months ago, there was an article by a very well-known science fiction author who wrote of or extolled the virtues of having microchips, that you'd be able to go everywhere and everyone would know everything about you. So if you went to a hospital, they'd immediately be able to access your card, get your entire medical history. If you went to the bank, they'd be able to get every transaction that you've ever done. All these wonderful things, right? Of course they're wonderful, right? It's all for good. None of it's bad. Well, that's the way that they paint it. So this article here immediately raised the alarm bells. And of course, here they are showing you the RFID chips, which will only get smaller and will be omnipresent pretty soon. I mean, they're going to push these things on everything. And the sad part about it is that people are going to line up for these things. They'll want to be the first ones, just like they line up for their iPads. The sheeple. They can't wait to get their biometric data collected. They can't wait to get this chip put in. And you can see here how they want to do it, right? Many people now have the chips implanted in the fleshy part between the thumb and the index finger. So they're already getting people to implant these things. British researcher Kevin Warwick was one of the first people to have a chip implanted in his forearm. Wonderful. Warwick's subskin chip allowed him to track and unlock doors. Oh my God. Others have used their chip to start vehicles. Yes, because it's so bloody difficult to put a key in the ignition and turn. It is just the hardest thing in the world. Who wants to be bothered with that kind of stuff? Forget about it. Give me the microchip. I want it. Give it to me. It's unbelievable. Tasty chips. Some companies such as Proteus Digital Health are developing electronic sensors that can be swallowed. Wonderful. Put them in a cereal box. How about Wheaties, right? They've already got the iron bits in it. And you can already pick them up with a magnet. Chip and pin. At recent conference in San Francisco, people paid $50 to be chipped with a needle device like this. They actually paid. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Right? This is exactly how stupid people have become. Smart eyes. Google is exploring the idea of electronics in the eye held on a contact lens to monitor health. Of course, it's only to monitor health. There's no other ulterior motive to it. No, not at all. Cybercat. Pets like this cat are routinely chipped to help locate them if they become lost. Yes, I have a dog and a cat, and they're both microchipped because they both came from the SPCA, and I don't think it has anything to do with trying to track them. I think it's a lot more to track you. Think Ink. An alternative to the implant chip is the electronic tattoo, an adhesive worn on the skin. Yes, just put it on your forehead. THX 1138 or whatever that stupid George Lucas movie was. Let's just line up and get stamped on the forehead. Isn't that wonderful? So let's look a little bit into this article here. With a chip under your skin, you can do everything from unlocking doors to starting motorbikes, says Frank Swain, who has been trying to get his own implant. He just wants it so bad. I want it so bad. I just want to be in the New World Order. Put a fucking electronic collar around my head. If I act bad, blow my head off. I'll sign up. I will pay $50. I'll pay $100. I'll pay $1,000. Give me the microchip, please. A few years ago, I perched on the edge of my bed in a tiny flat, breathing in a cloud of acetone fumes, using a scalpel to pick at the corner of an electronic travel card. More than 10 million Londoners use these Oyster cards to ride the city's public transport network. I had decided to dissect mine. After letting the card sit in a pink nail polish remover for a week, the plastic had softened enough that I could peel apart the layers. Buried inside was a tiny microchip attached to a fine copper wire, the radio frequency identification chip, the RFID chip, the mark of the beast. It really is. My goal was to bury the chip under my skin because, yes, you're such a lunatic. So that the machine barriers at the entrance of the underground would fly open with a wave of my hand because it's so difficult just to put your little card through, as if I was some kind of technological wizard. You can't make this shit up. I mean, I can't even believe this crap. Who the fuck buys this shit? But although I had the chip and an ex-Marines medic willing to do the surgery, I failed to get my hands on the high-grade silicone I need to coat the chip to prevent my body from reacting against it. Yes, because your body reacts to shit that's not supposed to be there. I wonder why. Since then, people have used the technique I helped to popularize, wow, wonderful, to put liberated oyster chips in bracelet rings, magic wands, even fruit. But the prize for first London transport cyborg is still up for grabs. Sorry, buddy. But if you keep trying, maybe you'll be the first cyborg. Wouldn't that be wonderful? What a claim to fame. I am a cyborg. The person who does not find themselves inducted into the community of grinders, hobbyists, who modify their own body with technological improvements, just as you might find petrol heads poring over an engine or hackers tinkering away at the software code, grinders dream up ways to tweak their own bodies. One of the most popular upgrades is to implant a microchip under the skin, usually in the soft webbing between the thumb and the forefinger. This is how dumb people have become. I mean, it's really amazing. I've never even heard of this. Grinders. I mean, really, you are meat for the grinders. That's what you are. Right? Take Amal Gastra. I don't know what kind of name that is. A self-described adventure technologist and the founder of biohacking company Dangerous Things in Seattle. Look at this. This is the name of the company. Dangerous Things. Dangerous Things in Seattle, Washington. He is a double implantee. He has a microchip in both hands. Yes, because one hand is not enough. You gotta have them in both. Because what if you're carrying something in your other hand and you don't want to use that hand because you got your hand on something, so you need both hands. Well, while you're at it, get your feet done. Because then maybe you can stick your foot forward and get the doors to open for you. Isn't that just amazing? It's worth it, right? In his right hand is a rewritable chip, the same kind used in Oyster travel cards, which can be used to store small amounts of data. By pressing his hand to his phone, information can be downloaded from his body and uploaded into it. Wonderful. And people can hack into your chip and make it do all kinds of crazy things. The left contains a simple identity number that can be scanned to unlock his front door, log into his computer, or even start his motorbike. Fuck. Why don't you just get your legs chopped off? Get your legs chopped off, get your arms chopped off. Just be nothing but a giant microchip, and everything will be done for you. You just have to, you won't even have to open your mouth, because you'll have a machine that does it for you. You just say, I'm hungry, or you tell the chip you're hungry. This month at the Transhuman Visions Conference in San Francisco. I mean, the Transhumans Vision. Wonderful. Let's just line up for transhumanism. It's just, I can't wait. Man, put the shit in my body. Put it all in my body. I can't wait for it, you know? This is how crazy people are becoming. So in San Francisco, this guy, Gastra, set up an implantation station offering attendees the chance to be chipped at $50 at a time. Use a large needle designed for microchipping pets. Gastra injected a glass-coated RFID tag the size of a grain of rice into each volunteer. By the end of the day, he had created 15 cyborgs. They can't think at all. I mean, how stupid can you be? They don't know anything about anything that's going on in this world. They're lining up. They're paid for it. They're actually paid for it. That's what I said. They're going to fucking line up and pay for it, just like the iPhones. For other people, though, the idea of implanting themselves with microchip may conjure up specters of surveillance and totalitarian control. Every Hollywood movie has told them that these implants are tracking people, said Gastra. People don't get it, right? They don't get it. It's the exact same technology that's in your card and in your wallet, right? It's in your card. Don't you want your card in your body? Why don't you just swallow your card? If you swallow your credit card or your bank card, it'll be in your body too. Wonderful. Why don't you do it, right? It'll save you $50. When someone uses a credit card, wireless or not, they are tracked because several other corporations know who they are, when they purchased it, and how much they spent and where they spent it. So yeah, don't worry about it. It's not bad at all. All these corporations already know this shit. They know everything about you. So why not? Why not just get it in your body? What the hell? Yet if that's true, what's the point of implanting it? Yavstra and his fellow cyborgs could just as easily use a chip inside a plastic wallet to store data and a key to open the front door or to start his motorbike. So here's his reasoning. Yes, basically, you've taken an RFID access card normally stored in pant pockets and moved it to the skin pocket, admits Gavstra. There is still some advantages. One benefit is that you will never lose your chip. Wonderful, wonderful. They'll know everything, where you are, what you're doing, what you're buying, who you're with, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And it makes it physically impossible for theft because everybody wants that chip. They want it so bad. They want your chip. They want to take your chip, take it out of your body, put it in their body. At least unless theft is prepared for some gruesome surgery. Gafter also points out that embedding the chip under the skin reduces the distance that it can be read with a scanner, making it more secure. There you go. It's more secure. In your body, it's safe. No one can steal it. And then if they do, they have to do some gruesome surgery. When it's in your arm or your hand, there's less a chance that someone could be surreptitiously scan your details by sweeping a card reader nearby. Yes, it's just unbelievable. It's just fucking unbelievable. I mean, how evil is the BBC? Ultimately, implanted microchips will offer a way to make your physical body machine readable. Currently, there is no single standard of communicating with the machines that underpin society, from building access panels to ATMs, but an endless diversity of identification systems, magnetic strips, passwords, PIN numbers, security questions, and dongles. All these are an attempt to bridge the divide between your digital and physical identity. And if you forget or lose them, you are suddenly cut off from your bank account, your gym, your ride, your home, your food, your da-da-da-da-da, your family, everything. And you will die. An implanted chip, by contrast, could act as our universal identity token for navigating the machine-regulated world. You can't make this shit up. They're telling you, wonderful, it's here, the New World Order, the mark of the beast. Get up, sign up, get there. Get your chip. Be first in line. Show it off to your friends. Open doors with your hand. You'll be like Gandalf, trying to open the doors of Moria or whatever. Except you won't have to speak in Elvish or something, right? Or Dorvish or whatever. Yet, to work such a chip would need to be truly universal and an account for potential obsolescence. Such development may actually be a cause for optimism for implant enthusiasts. However, because instead of Oyster cards, London's Transport Authority is allowing people to ride the subways and buses using bank cards. It marks the beginning of a slow move toward the world where everything could be accessed from a single RFID chip. If that day comes, I can't think of a safer place to keep it than inside my own body. I can't even think of a bigger piece of propaganda. I don't think I've ever read a bigger piece of propaganda in my life. It's just astounding. It's just simply fucking astounding that they can sell this. It's even more astounding, though, is that people will actually line up. How is it that people have gotten so stupid? It's just unbelievable, right? They're just going to be fat fucking blobs of goo that can't do anything, can't open a door. No, fuck using your arm, fuck using your legs, fuck using anything. Just fucking use the microchip. It's so fucking crazy. This is a crazy, crazy shit. BBC is just completely evil. It's just crazy. Look at this motherfucker. This shit is extremely, extremely dangerous. And if you don't know how dangerous it is, just go and listen to Aaron Russo talk about his time with Nick Rockefeller, who told them of their utopian plan, the bankster elite's utopian plan, to have everyone embedded with RFID chips so that we can track, trace, and keep and control every single human being on the planet. No more money. There'll be no more money because it'll all be in your chip. And if somebody acts up, we can erase your chip. And you can't get food, you can't get water, you can't get anything because we'll shut you down. This is the creepiest shit, period. And it literally is the mark of the beast. And these psychopathic monsters or these idiots that are bringing this shit in should fucking fry in hell.